Hi guys, welcome. How are you guys doing? Hi, welcome. It's been a while since I've gone live on this platform, but getting used to it. Happy Sunday. How are you doing, Jamaica? Let me just get the word out that I am live. So guys, today I want to talk about someone and something. Someone that I have been following on the latest blogs outside of Jamaica, and someone that I see that I could have also been that person when I was her age. Yeah. In this, I'm basically sharing my opinion as someone that I think actually do understand a lot of what this young girl is going through. So I don't know how many of you have watched it, but you can look on another page on this platform. I think it's called Popeye's News Link. It's one of those girls that were named as a runaway in the local news out of Jamaica. And though I really like to speak about children, I'm going to speak about this one because for me, this case, this situation, the way she's being condemned, I think the right tools are not being used to deal with her. And I also believe that I think the right tools are not being used to deal with her. And I also believe that the situation should be handled in private. So what I have gathered from the various blogs and events and from the interviews that were done with the mother, the child, and then a rebuttal of the mother, is that this child is a child that had been in a place of safety. It's a child that is very troubled, a child that makes a lot of allegations that are not necessarily true. I really don't believe that a lot of them are true. But rather than sitting and condemning her, and condemning her, then guess what? I believe that rather than sit and condemn her, and guys, say hi if you're here because I can't really see who is here. Rather than condemn her, I believe that the more help would be therapy. So first, I'm going to delve into what I think what the background to her story. What the background to her story is, and the background is that this is a child that has been at the South Camp Road place of safety. Yeah, this is a child that has been at the South Camp Road place of safety. I think she is from, sorry guys, you're getting it in black and white today. I think she is from St. Mary. I think she attended and has been expelled from schools in St. Mary. But remember, she is only 13. She turns 14 another time. So upon listening to an interview that was done on a vlogging site, a very good vlogging site, Papa's new link here on YouTube, I listened to an interview that the mother first did, yeah, because she was reported as a missing person. So I listened to an interview that the mother first did, and in the mother's interview, hi Andrea, in the mother's interview, and I wish I'd asked Papai permission to play part of the interview for you guys, but in the mother's interview, she says, oh, is a bad, Hi, Carrie is a bad pitney, a worthless pitney. The pitney I take man, the pitney I take woman, the pitney I take everything. Yeah, and that. Oh, thank you. And that is how the mother described her daughter. But then I came to realize that the child does not live with the mother. And the reason I am doing this live is that I could have been that 13-year-old child. I could have been that child back when I was 13, had I not had a different foundation to deal with what I was dealing with as a 13-year-old. Yeah, I could have run away. I thought about it too. So what the mother was basically saying is that the child lived with the paternal, the child lived with the paternal aunt. Yeah, and has lived with the paternal aunt since she was born, because the mother herself was a teenage mother, and her mother did not have time. That would be the grandmother, did not have time to take on the burden of raising a child she didn't plan for. So the child is at the paternal grandmother. But what the mother was trying to say, that when the child and the paternal grandmother, paternal aunt does not get along, then she comes to the mother lives with her boyfriend, and this whole thing. So the child had fought someone, went to court, and they had put her in a place of safety. I don't know how many of you guys okay, sweetheart. Okay, what's up? Okay, Karkar. I don't know how many of you are following that story of that 13-year-old from Jamaica called Soma Dem. Hi, creative. Yeah. So guys, so when I looked under the comment section, oh, thank you, Daria. When I looked under the comment section, I heard everybody saying a bad pitney. So after the mother did her interview to say that it was friends that she was following around, and that the school that she should have gone to, because she was expelled from one school. And I think Jamaicans have not learned to look out for the signs of troubled children. Yeah, I think Jamaicans have not learned to look out for the signs of when children are having a neuropsychiatric condition. Oh, happy birthday, Sophia. It comes out of as Creative Glory, so I don't know who it is. Which of the Sophia is it? Happy birthday. Yeah, so I think Jamaicans have not learned to deal with, to not see children as being bad, but to see children as being troubled, children as wanting help. Yeah, so afterwards, there was a counteraction of, guys, share the live for me. There was a counteraction of the mother. So what I think, so the child then did an interview and said the reason she continuously runs away, even when she was put in a place of safety, she did not run away from the place of safety, but she ran away. Okay, Sophia, happy birthday. Happy birthday from Nafi and the Seven Naturals family. All right, big up yourself, girl. You can drink now. Happy 21. All right, sweetheart. Happy birthday. Now, yes. So what happened was she was in a place of safety, South Camp Road. So you know that, it's a court order kind of stuff. That was her sentence into the juvenile justice system. The mother bailed her and the mother took her home. What I understand in the second interview with the mother is that she has only lived with the mother for 3 weeks. She has never ever lived with her mother. Now, fast forward. So the child did an interview. Yesterday, so it's on the same new vlog channel here on YouTube. So in the child's interview, she said that she alleged that it was the mother's boyfriend that had his way with him. Yeah, with her, and that her father, hi Tonix, that her father, her biological father, that the 13-year-old biological father is also her grandfather. Lord have mercy. And she says the stuff that her mother do her, or mom abuses her. A lot of what she had said, yeah, there's a point in everything here I'm making. A lot of what she had said has now proven to not be true. Yeah. Hi, Jane. Hi, Julia. How are you? A lot of what she has, we're talking about 13-year-old Summer that run away from Jamaica. Guys, don't mind my eyes. That's why it's black and white. I haven't slept. And in the future, I'll tell you why I haven't been sleeping. There are people on here who knows why I haven't been sleeping, but such is life. Yeah. So she did a counteraction to say that the mother's current boyfriend is molesting her and all of that, which has proven to not be true. Since she has left her home, she has pierced her nose, she has pierced her belly button at 13. So I'm wondering which studio had done that, performed such on a 13-year-old child. So under that, so then the mother did a second interview last night with Popeyes again. And guys, you know that anything to do with the abuse of children, especially Donna Baggy abuse, then I am going to be on it. I'm going to have my opinion. I'm just going to be on the side of the child. Now, in the second interview that the mother did, I felt that too much condemnation was being put on the child. Yeah. Yes, it's a child that has a behavior that, I mean, she's 13, she's active, adult kind of active. I have to be careful with my words over here. She's adult kind of active, but a 13-year-old is not in a position to give consent to that kind of activity. So the fact that a 13-year-old is active, the fact that a 13-year-old is not a virgin. Oh, thank you, Daria. Thank you, Andrea. So the fact that a 13-year-old is active is cause for concern. Yeah. Everybody was running out. Oh, when time Pitney started, man, then can't stop. And this is when I decided that no, today on the NAFI effect, bruise and breakthrough, I am going to have to address this one because as a 13-year-old myself, I thought of running away as a 13-year-old. And I was 13 years old over 40 years ago, way more than 40 years ago. But or close to 40 years ago. No, yeah. But I think, and everybody was saying, oh, the Pitney bad and that man she want and all sort of something. But nobody, and how she lie and how she wicked, because some of the things that she said, guys, I'm going to see if I can actually, I don't know if I will get flagged for it. I might get flagged for it. But Popeye, apologies to you. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to see if I actually can play a part of what the child had said. I really want you guys to actually understand the kind of stuff she was saying. I want you guys to understand it. Yeah? So I'm going to see if I find a part of what he was saying. Yeah? I'm going to listen it in my ear and then happy birthday to your mom. What's her name? What's her name, Andrea? I'm going to listen it in my ears, and when it comes to where she started talking, I'm going to let you guys listen to it. Happy birthday, Tina. Where are you joining us from? Because this is a troubled child, and we're too quick to condemn children. I believe we're way too quick. I'm going to let you guys listen to it in a minute. I just need to take out the headphones. On the front I can cutlass and the white the light switch to them and it post them and she had that one to think of me the blood infection and what kind of think for me I've gone and start me a dirty girl and then something. This is a 13-year-old speaking, by the way, guys. The mother is cry. Mother man and from port to nigga no one and our mother man and my father and dead now. I understand what you mean. Your mother man is your father? My grandmother man and my stepfather. I'm father. I'm about to switch phones to my new Google Pixel 9. Just to be sure. So guys, that was the first part of it, but I want you guys to hear a bit more, and this is why I became Andrea. I can't do anything more. I'm actually on a live broadcast, so enjoy the live. Share the live and enjoy the live, Andrea. So okay, me understand. So wait, so she always a question and say this thing can them something? Yes. So summer. What's the plan? What plan you have? Because you're 30. What plan you have, summer? Me don't know. Me just go on the run. Me the run. Me head start hurt. Me she start do me school.
She not show my mother love. She always abuse me mentally and physically. Where them when she speak? You say she not show your mother. You say she not show your mother love.
Motherly love.
We go back home, but we just don't want to run my mother. But we understand. So you were not at your mother when you ran away. You were at your auntie. And my mother boyfriend they raped me. And now they want to they are prison big prison. Hold on this summer. Hold on. Where you see your mother? When my mother boyfriend they did rape me. And now they are prison. I raised them to stab my neck. When you were how old?
Anybody on here following that story with that 13-year-old girl? That 13-year-old runaway?
12. So how long now she and this current boyfriend together? Well, she go around and sleep with multiple men.
No, I'm going to stop it there because as I say on my material. So that's what she said, and this is why I know that that child is very, very troubled. That's what she said about the mother's boyfriend, that him do whatever with her and they are prison. She wasn't telling the truth. Oh my God, she was not telling the truth. She was lying. But that was what got me. Not the fact that she was lying, the way the mother reacted. Because for a child to come on such a public platform and make such a darning allegation, it means that something is deeply, deeply emotionally, deeply neuropsychologically, neuropsychiatrically wrong with that child. And then under the mother's response to her, I'm going to let you hear part of what the mother said. I can't, as I say, it's not my material. It is not my material, and therefore I am careful how I use that material. But I want you to hear part of what the mother responded. And that was why I said, you know what? Oh, it is so quick for us to say, Pitney bad and Pitney wicked and Pitney everything. But who advocates for these children? And is there anyone who actually tried to find out why or what triggers such behavior, as much as we don't like the behavior? And as much as when we're as parents, maybe our relatives of these kind of children, we're ashamed and everything. But has anybody thought about what triggered such behavior? What would drive a child to say these kind of things? What would and I was very, very shocked at the mothers. I'm going to let you guys hear it now. I was very, very shocked at the mother's response, and not only the mother's response, but the person interviewing the mother, the position that he took, and he's generally very fair. So this was what drove me to go on all social media platforms to find the 13-year-old's social media handles to get an understanding of what was going on in that child's life. So hold on, guys. I want to get to the mother's response. Listen to the mother now. That's the mother.
Since she has been a baby, what is the longest period of time she ever lived with you? She never lived with me no time at all for she a baby. Me say she lived with her grandmother because they have the custody of her. She look with me because my mother was working and we have her as a teen mom. Okay. So they are the only one who was fit enough to keep her. Okay. So when she come by you earlier this year, when you said she was there, how long? What time frame she was there for? All right. I think she tried them in May or June. She did there for about 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. When she did 2 to 3 weeks or so, she did me send her at school in a June to do exam, Papa. And she did the runway, go up her auntie yard, she and 2 more other friends, go up her auntie yard and go get orange beer, When she run a orange beer, me locate her. I contact the judge, Susoka, and they said I must bring her to the court the Wednesday, where the judge revoke her bail and she go back. To the home, okay.
That's the point I'm coming to also, Delia. The cycle.
You said the reason why you asked her about because you see her photo in your man phone and you protect her. Alright, she tell me tell her. Me look boy, me tell her she tell me look boy, play with her. My son, where is the 8 year wanna play with her and when my son was 8 year wanna play with her, she look at my son and ask him if my gay. And Papa, me tell you, say me no hide me backside. And I saw a barely lick up in her wall. Because she didn't need. So I said, what kind of argument? And I tell her, say, baby, she lazy. And she don't want to be here. When me tell her, Papa, I can't show you all of my eyelash them gone. I can't show you a picture when
Bear in mind now, this is the mother.
Put up on Instagram and then something there. She said every pan and every pan and every party you keep on something you're gone. I should have to see what it is. I want you to do your investigation on that one. Do your investigation on that one and let me know. I did. I like you do. I did. People are reach out to me and tell me what. But I guess the thing is, some people might just say passa, but we need to make people know how some picnic dangerous, you know.
And that's what I don't agree with. Yes, she's doing things that is not good, but you can't label a trouble teenager like that. Dolly or something gone out of the world. A mother not supposed to be on blogging and talk that about her pitney right here now. No school of Jamaica now go want to take the pitney now.
In the talk when we talk to her, you hear she say anything like where you say true, you agree with that? I agree with nothing where she said Papa because the pitney is lie out. Multiple times I have her here, I said somehow. Why we consider kissing her go back at South Camp? The main reason why I know she will get a proper education now. If she go in a one different school, she will go and keep up with her and them and put her out.
Thank you, Delia.
I hear she say whenever she start the pink water and not to be a friend and lagging and how would that go?
All right, I'm going to stop it there, so. Hold on, let me see. Let me see.
Yes. So your mother get involved after your father passed away with the next man? Yeah, but may I tell you, if that affect my mother, sure, every day she talk about me. What you see, what you envision for you and her in the future because...
No, listen this now, guys.
Because my idea is every time she come around, she tell life on me.
That's a mother, you know. That's the mother.
Look here. She will probably say, you know.
Here they know.
Somebody said to me, that to me. Me now can't open her to me not one bit again, Papa. Let me tell you something, Papa. When she down me, she don't go anywhere. Yes. Nowhere at all. The other day, she got to go to her auntie because her auntie called me and said, our sister and her cousin come and they said they want to see her. That's when time she just come from South Camp.
Let me stop. No, guys. When will we, as parents, well, as Jamaican parents, Caribbean parents, and to a large extension, African parents, when will we understand that when children behave in a certain way, it is a symptom of a deeper problem which they cannot effectively communicate to us because their brains have not developed in a way for them to say, this is happening to me. And the child is active, and we see it all the time in society. What happens when children are active, when children are not given love? Yeah? When children are not given love and they seek love or what they think is love in inappropriate places. But I want to step back for a minute, yeah? In the first interview, not this one, Delia said, I'm disappointed in the interviewer because thank you, Delia. That was why I said, and I actually commented under his post. And I don't think I've ever commented on anything on YouTube before. Now, in the first interview, the mother did. So this would have been 2 days ago. The interviewer said to her, did she know who the boy was that the daughter was being involved in? She said, yes, it's another student and he's 16 years old. So the interviewer asked the mother, have you gone to the police? You know what the mother responded? She not think it right if she go to the police because her daughter got the boy yard. It's not the boy that is coming to her daughter's house. Now people tell me, no. Just stop for a minute and tell me that. She going to the police, in her opinion, in her words, would be destroying the boy's life. The boy that is sleeping with her 12, now 13-year-old child. The 16-year-old that is abusing her child. She, the mother, has said that she does not think the correct thing to do is to go to the police because one, she can't too blame the boy. That's her word. She can't too blame the boy because every minute our daughter is at the boy's house, and two, going to the police and putting such a stamp on the boy that is now abusing her 12, 13-year-old daughter is going to destroy his life. That's the mother. And this is where the issue comes in. Because if you don't know how to mother, even if she's not the primary carer of the child, she is someone. Thank you, Auntie Carol. If you don't know how to mother, how can you then expect a 13-year-old child that is going through a lot physically, emotionally, mentally to behave as the ideal poster child, poster teenager? How do you expect that when your view on what needs to be done to her is like that? But what is even more, and this is why, there are many things I like about being Jamaican, but one of the things I don't like about being Jamaican is that the victim is always vilified and the victim is always re-victimized, and the victim is she always wanted it. It's always her fault. Yeah? Now, why this one affected me? Because that could have been me at 13. That could have been me. There is a vicious cycle. So one of the things I'm going to say, so the father and the stepfather of the mother is dead, because one of the allegations the daughter made was that the mother's father or stepfather is also her father, so her grandfather would have been her father. That has proven to not be true. But I would say I would look deeper into that because both the men are dead. So when you heard in the little clip I was playing there where the mother is saying what affected her mother, the grandmother, was because her husband of 20 years went to sea and then never came back. He died. So she is saying that why the mother is telling, because it is alleged that it is the grandmother that told the child. Yeah, this is what the child said, and the mother confirmed it, that it is the grandmother that told the grandchild that it was her husband that is the father of her. So that is what the grandmother told the child. And the mother, in defending her mother now, so in defending the grandmother, is now saying that because the grandmother lost both her father and her husband after her father, they both died, then it affects her. So sometimes she says things that just come to her mouth. So even at this point, even if it is not true, she's defending her mother, but vilifying the child in that. Because what the child said, what was her grandmother who told her that? And then the mother confirmed that it is possible that the grandmother had said that. But then she's making an excuse as to why the grandmother. She just didn't like that child. And it so much reminds me of the things that goes through your head and the things that you're likely to say when you have a parent who you feel do not love you. And then if you're doing positive things, if you're doing good, if you are not getting that parental love, you're not not getting that emotional bond with your parent, then the next best thing to do is to act up and do things that are radical, because one way or the other, in a 13-year-old mind, one way or the other, you're going to get the attention and the love that you need. And this is what a lot of people in the comment section did not understand, that yes, the child is wrong for making such damning allegations. Yes, the child is wrong for running away, but does that make her out to be evil? Yeah? Does it make, because she's lying about something, does it mean that everything that she says is a lie? And you know, as Jamaicans, we always say, if it not go so, it near go so. And then, if everything that she's saying is a lie, yeah? If everything that 13-year-old Summer is saying is a lie, that's her name, Summer. Yeah? If everything that 13-year-old Summer is saying is a lie, then we have a deeper issue than any blogger, any mother, any parental love can solve. It means that Summer has deep issues where she needs to go into a treatment facility where she is looked after by professionals to solve whatever issues she's battling that causes her to make such shocking allegations. This poor child has no support system. As a mother, she should never be saying these things in public, on a public platform about her child, even if it is true. Yes, because I think she did say that the child has caught a STI. If you guys go back and listen to all of it, she did say that the child is cohabiting with both males and females. She did say that the child made a pink wall for Anoto Bay High School, and that is why she was expelled. Then she took her to another school, I think Paisley Gardens, that is in Portland. And the Paisley Gardens, when they look at what Anoto Bay had to say about her, said they couldn't take her even though she had the grades for the transfer. So this is a child that probably it is best for her to be in state care. However, I personally do not believe that the institutionalized, so the state care that is offered at South Camp Road is probably appropriate for a child that has so much issues, for a child that feels that she has never had love. And that part, I know what it feels like to never have had parental love. So for me, this is my baby topic. Yeah. For a child, I think she probably would have done better, and I don't know if Jamaica has it, but she probably would have done better in one of those certified or a professional foster carer. I was a professional foster carer. A professional foster carer that has just her, no other children around, and can love on her, can guide her, can take her to her therapy, can take her to and from school, can use the carrot system maybe to monitor her, to help her grow, to help her to untangle and place all her feelings and all her emotions, and to deal with it. And one of the things I will say is that it is probably best that they do that investment and work on her now, because troubled teenagers become problem adults. And it's an easier fix when she is this young. It is a much easier fix when she is this young and still receptive to and still yearning for that love, than you wait until she's a 25-year-old who has given up on the world, or in my case, a 16-year-old who no longer wanted to be around in this world. And then after that, it took me a decade to come to terms with just 4 years of my life, all of my 20s. So I speak from the perspective, or my opinions are probably biased, because I speak from the perspective of a person who could have been 13-year-old Summer. So in closing on this one of the things I think we ought to be as adults, we don't need to condemn, we don't need to uphold, we don't need to say okay, the child is doing right, or we don't need to blame the parent, but we need to be more sensitized to how abuse or neglect, and she's been abused. If she's active at that age, she's been abused. She cannot consent to that. Yeah, we need to be sensitized to the behavioral patterns that follow such unchecked abuse. We need to be sensitized. We need to be less condemning of adults. And as parents, however bad we want to say, or however bad the behavior, because no child is bad, however bad the behavior, or however embarrassing, however criminal the behavior of our children are, at the end of the day, they're our children, and their behavior is that which we need to fix. And I believe, and this is something I will forever have a problem with, and some are going to say, but I'm doing it now by talking about it. I'm talking about it because it's already been out there that deep. Yeah? I believe that children have a right to their privacy. I believe that on topics that are this sensitive, on topics that can be this damaging because of the society we live in, some things, happy Sunday, some things are best not, some laundries are best not washed or hanged in public. Because this could, hi, okay, Carisha, what's up, sweetheart? This could stamp and follow this child in a society as Jamaica that is so unforgiving to anything a woman does. Because we do forgive our men. But the Jamaican society is so judgmental and so unforgiving and so vilifying to victims that this never needed to be in public. This that could follow her where to the point where she may never be accepted in a mainstream school in Jamaica, to the point where she may never get employment. Good morning, Miami, where she may never get employment. What are your views, guys? To the point where she may be a target. People know that she's vulnerable, yeah? And men will target her. Men will abuse her. And the mother was a teenage mother, so I'm thinking the mother is not yet 30 because the child is 13. And this child is at her age, is active in adult behavior. And that it cannot be a good ending. And so we need to love on our children. We need to mother our children. We need, and when they don't have, if I think it's the same thing, as this series continue, First Lady, as I share parts of my story that I've never shared, then you will understand, and I think you guys will come to the conclusion. You know, as I said, I wasn't going to write the book. I started this channel to tell my story, but I will pick up on other people's story in the middle. So what do you mean when you ask, do I think it's the same thing in every case? If you're being abused and there is no safe space to speak about it, my personal case was different because I always spoke. And because I always spoke, I became and still is the black sheep. Even as a 12-year-old, when nobody would listen to me, I still speak. I still spoke about it. I still called names. And I did that knowing that I might not have a home to go home to, but that is me. Not many people will speak up, knowing the repercussion of speaking up. So think about that. And when you live in a society that does not provide a safe space for you to speak, when you are the victim of abuse, um, you are going to tend to be silent. And when you are silent, the only thing that silence does is protect the abuser. Silence protects the abuser. It gives them the opportunity to continue abusing not just you, but other victims. Because if nobody speaks, then it didn't happen. And just as how this girl is speaking, and it could all be not true what she's saying. But I do believe that as a mother, it is true until you can prove otherwise. And if you don't believe a child when something is this small, they are going to find something that is great and big to get your attention. And as parents, you have to understand the value of that emotional connection, that which we call parental love. Yeah? We have, hi, Growing Up Jamaican. We have to, the channel has been here since 2021, I think. New change of the name, I just never used it. We have to understand that those of us who receive very or little parental love, when we go to school and we see other children, Miami, we're speaking about the 13-year-old runaway called Summer, that she and her parent has been doing interviews about her sexual life, her runaway life, her time in she has currently run away again after she has been bailed. The judge had revoked her bail, and then she was out with her mom, then she ran away. So Summer Dem, I think, is her name on social media. And she's currently a runaway again, but a lot of things. I will just wait for the next live to ask questions to see if I get a better. No, Carisha, go ahead with the question. It will give me, it will keep me going. Otherwise, I'm going to have to end the live soon. Yeah. So what parent need to understand, and this is one of the things I have learned, and that's why I fought so hard for my children, because this is my experience. It is not a nice feeling when you have never experienced a parent telling you that they love you. You have never experienced a parent hugging you. You would pretend to not be able to tie your shoelace just so you could ask your parent to tie that shoelace for you. And then the response is, yeah, handicap. When you then have that experience, yeah, and you go to school or you go out in public and you see children being dropped off. I went to one of those schools where children get dropped off by their drivers or the parent. And you see children being dropped off, and you see children being showed love and being hugged and all of that. You are going to want that hug too. Take it from me. You are going to want that hug. And if you're not getting it at home, if you're not getting that love, you are going to seek it somewhere else. Trust and believe. And I think that is what has happened in this case. So as parents, however, we don't like, we have to love. We have the first duty to show love to our children. Oh no, I'm going to come put everything in the garbage.
When you're done, press.
It's true, but we have to It's true, growing up Jamaican, but guess what? We learn that that cold parenting by punishment, we must have learned by now that that's not the way to go. One second, guys. Yeah, so that was my 2 cents. Growing up in islands, lots of parents think that having a roof over your head and food at the table. Yes, and they also believe, carry on. They also are Zevanatras Miami. They also believe that they're doing you a favor when they send you to school. They believe, and this is a problem with a lot of Caribbean parents, they think that when they provide you with the basic necessity of life, then you ought to be grateful to them because, and you are forever in debt to them for being a parent. I never understood that. When you choose to be a parent, it is you sign up. You signed up for that. So there is no, until the child is past the age of 18. Until the child is past the age of 18, it is your duty, it's not a favor. It becomes a favor when your child reaches the age of majority. And if you did a good job as a parent, you won't need to do those favors to an adult. But if you didn't get it right when they were minors, if you didn't give them the tools to survive as an adult, then you're going to have to do it for them one more time. It's either you set them straight when they're young or you do it when they're in their 20s and 30s. I am different with my children, but my parents were not huggers, but I surely felt loved and taken care of. Fine, true, there are more ways. And you complain about every sacrifice they made for you. Yeah, making people feel guilty. Yeah? No. Guys, I'm going to have to end it because my children are pissing me off, basically. So I'm going to have to go and do some parenting myself right now. The Caribbean style. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. Catch you over here again. Of course, if you don't know by now, I am in the other social media jail. So I will be using Rebel. I will be using this platform for the foreseeable future. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't invited your friends to the channel, invite your friends to the channel. And remember to turn the notification bell on, guys. And see you guys again. Oh, Lord, Miami. But maybe they did provide you. I've never gotten a hug or love from my parent. And that is why, you know, this is another topic. We will take up the next topic. This topic will come again. Because I am one of those children who never received love. I never knew what it was like to have, I got the things I needed materially. Yeah, I got the material stuff. And I have parents who, as an adult, they were extremely proud of me. As a teenager, I was a good student, so they were always proud of me. I just never had that emotional connection to them. My grandmother loved me and I loved my grandmother, as I always say. My grandmother mothered me. And maybe when I did meet the man who went on to abuse me, my father, maybe when he was hugging me, and because I'd so longed for those hugs, even though it felt uncomfortable, maybe that was why the red flags did not initially go up. Because when you long for something and you get it, until it feels uncomfortable. So as I say, love on your children. Protect your children. Hold on, guys.
Sorry to bother you. I've moved into number one and I've disabled my heating. I've disabled it so I can't put it on.
Okay. You give me a second because I'm on a live broadcast.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No. Just give me a second to end it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Zweni, can you come and help our neighbor to enable our heating? So you can come in. My son will show you how to do it.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right. I don't know, but he should know.
Thank you.
All right. You won't be on the camera. The camera is turned away from you. Yeah. Sorry, guys. My neighbor doesn't know how to turn her heating on. Zweni, you can come in here. It's here. The control is here.
I've disabled it so that when...
Zweni, can you turn on the heating for her? Or maybe you can go over to her and turn it
could
on.
you come over to mine? Is that okay?
Number one, Zweni.
Yeah, number one.
All right, cool.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah. Some parents show love in act of yes, and that's the Caribbean parent where their love is what they give you. I think that was my mother, but the thing with me why I'm so resentful and I am unable to let her rest in peace. Yeah? Because she gave that love to my cousins. She gave that love to the community. Yeah, but I just never got it. Yeah. Thank you. And as such, growing up Jamaican, we also raise our sons like that. And that is why our Caribbean sons are such terrible husbands, because they feel that the moment they're protecting you and the moment they're providing for you, thank you so much, growing up Jamaica, then they would have done everything that is expected from them. The moment they're offering you protection, the moment they're offering you protection, the moment they're providing for you, if it's even a roof over your head, then they would have fulfilled. And you can't really blame them because this was how they were raised. Guys, I am going to go and see if I can help the neighbor also. So catch you guys tomorrow when we touch this another topic again. All right? And showing love is not always hugging. It's not always saying that you're loved, saying that I love you, because you might do something that your parent did that you felt was adequate. But when your child is saying to you, this is not enough, then it really isn't enough. It really is not enough. So guys, have a blessed, beautiful Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, wherever in the world you are, Sunday morning if you're in North America and the Caribbean. And I'll catch you guys another time on Brews and Breakthrough. Bye-bye.